Now that's what the extruder is doing. That's the noise it's making. That's on the Adventure 5N Pro by FLASHFORGE. I have the Adventure 5N Pro by FLASHFORGE, the 3D printer. It is the single feed. I've recently started having trouble with the extruder, so this is my attempt to fix the extruder. I've not dealt with these machines in the past. This is my first machine I've ever owned, the first 3D printer I've ever owned. So I looked on YouTube to try to find videos on how to fix the extruder because it's making that weird noise. The videos I found only show you the approximate location of where the screws are. So I'm going to try to record this and show you guys exactly where the screws are and exactly how I take it apart. And hopefully I can get it working again. So this is going to be my attempt on fixing the extruder on my 3D printer by myself. Never done it before, so wish me luck. And if you want to follow along, let's go. Let's get at it. First things first is I powered the machine off, and then now we have to take the head off. So press these two side buttons, these red buttons, as you pull down at the same time. Pops right out. Once you have the print head removed, just set it to the side for now. You're going to have two screws, one here and one here. You can remove this. Go ahead and remove that right now. You don't need it. If it's stuck like that, just cut it. There. You just move that to the side. Then you're going to need an Allen wrench, a number 2 Allen wrench. So I've got my set, the number 2. That's it. That's how tiny it is. So the first one is here. The first one. And the second one, just kind of move this to the side. It's right here. Straight down. There it is. Then you're going to want to remove this front cover. And by doing that, it's simple. You just kind of lift it up and out. It's just magnetic. You can see here the 2 magnets. And these 2 holes and 2 nipples there, that's what holds it in place. So it's simple. It pops right out. Once you have the Allen screws out, then you want to lift this part up. This one did have a sticker, so I went ahead and ripped through it. If you can do it with your fingernail, go ahead. If not, use a straight blade. And then you're going to want to squeeze in a little bit and then lift up, and it lifts right up. Then there's 2 more Allen heads, one here and one here. So I'll go ahead and take those out. It looks like. So there's one. There's 2. And this lifts right up along with this front piece. So then what I did here is just kind of flip it upside down, and you want to detach some of these cables so you don't ruin them. So there's that piece. There's the fan. Just let me zoom out, sorry. There's a fan that was at front. This is that front cover, so that's what that looks like off. Now we got this to the side. We're able to get to this piece, is what I need to get to. Now this cable right here is going to run out once you loosen it. So there's 3 screws on this one also. Same Allen head. There's one here, there's one here, and there's one down here. So let me get this. I'll start down here first. That's the hardest one to get to, so start there. Trying to not lose it. I'll get the second one. That one's loose, so. The second one. There's the third one. So once it's loose, you'll see how this wire can come out the back. There's that. The screw right here on the side. There's one on the side for the tensioner. So you got to take that off as well. I'm sorry. See, there's that one. Now it should pop off. I'm gonna try to get this without blocking any cameras. Just lifts straight up. There it is. Now that I have it out, it's easier for me to show you how I think it works. The filament feeds in through here, comes down, comes out this way. Well, this is where your head attaches. So this is where this goes. So it's like that. So when it comes through here, it's fed through this gear. Well, this gear is stuck. So what you heard was that noise, the teeth, the metal gear inside the machine is just rubbing on this teeth because it's stuck. So what happens is the filament inside, as it's getting fed through, sometimes gets pushed out too fast or pushed through too fast and ends up melting all in here and gets bound up in there. Now I've already taken a piece out of there just through here. So I got to take this off to be able to get in there to see exactly what's going on. So this just pops off really easy. You can see it like that. And there it is. That's how you get to the inside. Careful you don't lose that piece. As a matter of fact, put it back where it goes now. There. Yeah, that's back in. Now this wheel's got to come off because I got to get inside there, as you can see. I don't know if you can see, but I need a spotlight. Anyways, let me get it taken apart. So there's the wheel. Got the wheel off. You can see that looks decent. What I'm looking for right here in the teeth, right there, just to see if there's any like missing teeth, noticeable missing teeth. Doesn't seem like it. It all seems fine. This seems fine. So there's that. Now I got to get inside here. Let me use this. I need to get inside here to see if there's anything bound up in there that's causing it to not turn these gears. So I got to figure out how to get this off. First thing I want to do is make sure nothing's clogged in here. So I'm going to go from the top, put this pin in. That goes through. So I'm good there. So I'm going to see if it'll go all the way through. Actually come in from the other side. There it came out. I don't know if you can see that. I got to get this off still to make sure there's nothing in there, but I just wanted to make sure that was clear first. So all you want to do is pry this up. Pretty simple. Comes right up. Slides right up. Yeah, that looks pretty bad. And there's my problem. So there it is. So I just got to get all this stuff out. Sorry guys, I'm trying to do this. Man, it's pretty stiff. All right, I got to pick it out. Oh, shoot. There it is. There it is. That's the piece that was bound up in there. Let's see if that'll get cleaned up, if I can scrape this. I don't know. That looks pretty good to me. Now check this out. Yeah, there's a spring in there. You got to be careful. That's that. You grab it with these. So you can't lose that. Just like that. Now you can put this cover back on. Here we go. Putting it back together exactly just in reverse order. So remember, this has got to drop in at an angle or down, straight down. This is the side. Make sure that wire doesn't get tangled. Move these wires out the way. There it is. Oops. Get this out of the way. Down here. In. So this goes back into here. So then I'll go ahead and plug this back in to here. This goes back down here. Put this back on top. You want to give it that little squeeze too to put this back on, and it'll snap in. There it goes. It snapped right in. Now we got that snap back in. We'll put the two screws that go on top. This front on, I'm going to go ahead and put the side cap on, or the side screw, the set screw. There. Now you put the cap back on, the front. And now we'll put the tip back in. So it just pops right in and you'll hear it click. There it is. All right, once we pretty much got it all put back together, we can put this back where it goes. So take this out. Oops, I tangled it. Okay. I'll go ahead and feed this a little. I'm barely going to put it in. Fire this up and see what happens. To change it, I hit that one. I'm going to hit, can you see it? Start, see what happens. Then it's going to preheat. So you see right here, it's preheating. Right away, I'll be able to tell if I hear that clicking noise that the gear wheel was making. If it's not making it, then we've succeeded. And if not, we try again. Oh, it's taking it. Let's see if you could see it if I zoom in. Yep. Let's zoom out. It took it. It worked. We did it. We succeeded. It worked. I'm happy with that. Now I'll run a test print, see how it goes. Seems to be working just fine. So that's all it was, a little piece that was bound up in those gears. I was glad I was able to dig deep into it and get it done, get it fixed. So if this helps any of you out, let me know. Let me know in the comments if it helped you. If not, good luck with your machine. But it seemed like that was a common problem with these, is for just that little piece of filament. Once it cools down in them little gears, just enough to bind it up. And I was scared that I was gonna have to buy a whole new gear mechanism or extruders, but glad I fixed it. So, and it was an easy fix, wasn't that bad. So see you on the next one. I'm gonna call this one a win for me. See ya.